The worst thing you can do as a new leader is micromanage your employees. But without the right practice and skills, you could be micromanaging without knowing it. Let's talk about what you can do instead to be a better leader. Hi, I'm Dr. George Love, and I've been teaching courses in leadership and management in business settings for over 2 decades. We're going to talk about some tips to improve your leadership skills. But before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like. If you're a new leader or on the track to becoming one, it is easy to think that the key to being an effective leader is to drive people to be like you. Unfortunately, this means that you have decided to be the one thing that employees dislike more than almost anything else, a micromanager. As a result, you end up with disaffected and unhappy employees or find your people quitting. So what drives one to be a micromanager, and what can you do to be an effective manager that people actually want to work for? Let's dive into it. What makes us want to micromanage employees? The reason is usually simple: fear. Your success is now going to be based on others, not just you. If you were leading people you used to work with, you were also getting used to setting new boundaries with former peers to address concerns with performance if needed. It's okay to feel nervous, but one of the worst things you can do if you find yourself in this position is to micromanage. Breathing down your employees' necks is likely not going to improve productivity and instead will do a number on team morale. There's 3 tips I'd like to share with any new leader that can help them avoid the trap of micromanagement. One of the first things you should do is keep a work journal. Journaling allows you to engage in the practice of feedback analysis. Feedback analysis provides insights into your own personal strengths and aptitudes. As part of this, identify leaders you admire and see if they will help mentor your growth as a leader. This gives you a chance to learn specific practices that work for others so you can try out those actions. Keep what works for you and discard what does not fit your natural strengths and abilities. You can also use mentors as a sounding board. They can help suggest options for dealing with the challenges and opportunities you will face as a new leader. You might be asking, what should I do if I'm not going to micromanage? The answer: delegate. This doesn't mean getting your employees to do all your work. Instead, it means developing your people to be self-managing so everyone can focus on their role without burning out. I know this from personal experience. When I was a regional director in my own organization, I saw a talented person burn themselves out and leave a high-paying position. Why? Their attempt to handle everything worked until it didn't. If you need some tips on how to delegate, pick up the classic books on the subject, The 1-Minute Manager and The 1-Minute Manager Meets the Monkey. These books provide a framework and pathway to delegating in a way that frees you up to be a better leader. You can learn many of these skills by using volunteer opportunities as a leadership sandbox. When developing new software applications, organizations often work in a sandbox environment. This allows developers to learn to use an application without negatively impacting systems in the real world. Volunteering at an event or an organization, having to learn to manage other volunteers, is a great way for you to make mistakes and learn how to lead, all without worrying about the impact on what you do for a living. It's like a sandbox environment for leadership. Do some research on where you can pick up some volunteer experience and try it out. Check out the article I've included in the description for more on this subject. Okay, I hope what we have covered today helps you understand why micromanaging is such a bad idea. If you want to be a better leader, remember the strategies we covered. These are all practices that may help you become an effective manager that will develop employees and retain good performers in your organization. What are your tips for being an effective leader? Let me know in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more helpful content like this. See you next time.